Dear students, today you are going to study the types of ecological succession. In the last class, you have studied the different biotic communities in an ecological succession like Pioneer, the cereal communities as well as the climax community. So now today you are going to study about the types of ecological succession. Ecological succession can be classified based on different ways, like it might be based on habitat or based on nudity of an area. So first we will study about the types of ecological succession based on habitat. So based on habitat, the ecological succession is of two types. Xerarch succession and hydrarch succession. According to your syllabus, you will study two types. So I have mentioned as two types. So based on the habitat, so ecological succession is classified into xerarch succession and hydrarch succession. When ecological succession begins on the dry habitat, dry area, so it is called as xerarch succession. Definition: the ecological succession beginning over a dry area is called as xerarch succession. Ecological succession beginning on dry area. When it occurs over a dry area, so then it is called as xerarch succession. Xerarch succession, it is again of two types. The whole sequence of events which occurs in the xerarch succession, it is called as xerocere. It is called as xerocere. The whole sequence of events occurring over a dry area is called as xerocere. In the last class, you have studied cere. What is cere? Entire sequence of events occurring in an ecological succession from the Pioneer to the climax community is called as cere. Okay, so the entire sequence of events that occurs in the xerarch succession. When is it called as xerarch succession? When ecological succession begins over a dry area. So the entire sequence of events occurring over a dry area is called as xerocere. It is called as xerocere. Xerarch succession or the xerocere is being classified into lithocere and samocere. Lithocere and samocere. Lithosphere in detail in the next class you will study. According to your syllabus, you have to study which are the different biotic communities are being found in the lithosphere, which is a pioneer community, which is the climax community. So that you have to study. The entire sequence of events occurring over bare rock the entire sequence of events occurring on a bare rock. Okay, a bare rock is also an example for dry area. So that is called as lithosphere. When ecological succession begins on rock, so then it is called as the lithosphere. Samosphere, P silent here. Samosphere, the sequential stages which takes place on sand. When the ecological succession begins on sand, it is called as Samosphere. So this will be asked for your competitive examination. Once this was asked, okay, so from this part it was asked in the CET. The ecological succession taking place on sand. So it was 4 options was given. The answer it is Samosphere. Okay, so xeroth succession, it is of 2 types. That is dry area where it might be rock or sand. When it takes place on rock, it is called as lithosphere. The sequential stages which occurs over the sand, it is called as Samosphere. Hydrarch, the second type, it is hydrarch. The ecological succession occurring in the water body. The ecological succession which occurs in water body is called hydrarch succession. The ecological succession which occurs in water body is called as hydrarch succession. The entire sequence of events occurring in a water body is called as hydrosphere. The entire sequence of events occurring in the water body is called as hydrosphere. So, according to your syllabus in detail, the different biotic communities found on the bare rock as well as in the water body that we are going to study, lithosphere as well as hydrosphere. The second is, it is being classified based on nudity of an area. How is the area made? Empty. There should not be no living organisms. So, classification of the ecological succession is based on nudity of an area. So, it is again of 2 types. primary succession and secondary succession. Based on nudity of an area, ecological succession is being classified into two types: primary succession and secondary succession. When an ecological succession be called as primary succession? When an ecological succession occurs in an area which should have no life earlier. So when an ecological succession begins in an area where earlier no life existed, so if in such area if the ecological succession begins, then it is called as primary succession. So earlier there should not be no life, no living organism should be existed there. If in such area, so if ecological succession begins, so then it is called as the primary succession. So first, area where no life existed earlier. So when there is no life, so then in that area there is no soil and humus. There is no soil, humus. So it should begin in an area where there should not be no life or no biotic community should occur. As well as in the primary succession where it begins in an area, the area should not have soil as well as humus. So we can consider the area as sterile area. It is not fertile for living organism. It is sterile. Reproductive structures, propagules for pioneer community are absent in that area. See, for the pioneer species to occupy that, there should be reproductive structure, vegetative propagules, or it might be the seeds, or it might be the roots should be found there. Okay, but there is no soil and humus. Area is sterile, so reproductive structures are also absent. Reproductive structure for pioneer community are absent. So then how will the pioneer community develop there? So they are from outside. Okay, the propagules for pioneer community by wind, the spores it might be, or the vegetative propagules, okay, or it might be the seeds, they come and fall on that area, so that will form into a pioneer community. The propagules for pioneer community are from outside. Are from outside. So no life will be existing. No, it is a sterile area for the pioneer community to start occupying there. The propagules, vegetative propagules are from outside. In the primary succession, there are many number of serial communities. Many number of serial communities. Serial communities andre these serial communities are the biotic communities which are found between pioneer and the climax community. So here in primal succession we could find the many number of serial community. Why? Because in the next I will tell. It takes place around 1000 years. See, duration of primary succession, yes, duration is long. It takes around 1000 years in completion. Why? Because see here, when the pioneer species occupies the bare area, first they are involved in formation. They are helpful for soil formation. Yes, they add the humus, make the conditions favorable for the next biotic community, that is serial communities. So duration taken is longer, as well as there are many number of serial communities, because these serial communities they have to make the conditions favorable for the upcoming biotic communities. So to form a forest we could find it takes around 1000 years. Example for the primary succession, when it occurs on a bare rock. Yes, when it occurs on a bare rock, cooled lava sediments or occurs over sand dunes or newly formed lake or a pond. When you take a bare rock has no soil. Rock has to undergo weathering process. There should be a layer of soil formed. Humus should be added, organic content. So then there will be increase in the water content. Likewise, after volcanic eruptions, the lava which is being dropped out. So that has to be cooled, and in that area, if ecological succession takes place, then it is considered as primary succession. So on sand dunes or a newly formed water body like a lake or a pond. So if in these areas, if ecological succession takes place, so then it is called as a primary succession. One important point you have to keep it in mind, when an ecological succession begins in a sterile area, means earlier they should not be alive, no biotic communities, nor soil, nor the humus. So then it is primary succession. The second type it is secondary succession. It occurs, secondary succession occurs in an area which has been denuded recently. Means earlier there was a life, due to some reasons the biotic community has been cleared and an area is made empty. It has been denuded. Yes, it might be recently. Like for example, due to the human activities like deforestation, or it might be forest fires, or like natural disasters like earthquakes, landslides, the forest or grassland has been cut and cleared and the area has made empty. You might have heard like a few months back in Amazon rainforest caught with fire, or it might be Bandipur. Okay, so after the forest fires, the area will be made empty. After some duration, you could find again the plants, they grow there. Okay, so secondary succession, it occurs over an area which has been denuded recently. It occurs in an area which has denuded recently. By this, what can we understand? Earlier, there was the life existing. So, the area has soil and humus. Area has soil and humus. Means area we can consider it as fertile area. So area is fertile. When we tell ecological succession, it begins in an area which has a soil as well as humus. So the first biotic community which occupies there, it is the pioneer community. For pioneer community to occupy there should be reproductive propagules. So, reproductive structures, reproductive propagules for pioneer community in secondary succession is partly from the same place and partly from outside. Why partly from the same place? Because forest fires, for example, if a forest has been caught with the fires, there are roots of the earlier occupants found there, or the seeds or vegetative propagules might be found there. So in an secondary succession, reproductive propagules for pioneer community are partly from the same area and partly from outside. Partly from outside. The number of seral communities are less. The number of seral communities are less. Why? Because see here, already the condition, the area is fertile. Area is said to be fertile. Okay, so here pioneer community need not be involved in making soil formation nor addition of humus. So number of seral communities are less, as well as for the completion, the duration taken for completion of a secondary succession, it is less when compared to the primary succession. It takes less time in completion. Say that is 50 to 200 years. From 50 to 200 years it will be completed. So if it is a forest, it takes around some 200 years. If it is a grassland, so it takes around some 100 years to be completed. So duration when compared with the primary succession, secondary succession takes less duration. Examples for secondary succession: deforested area, or it might be forest fires, or it might be the landslides, earthquakes which has been occurred in an area. So those are considered to be the secondary examples for secondary succession, or abandoned grasslands. So this also was asked. Example for the secondary succession, it was once asked in the CET. So main difference between primary succession and secondary succession is that, so when ecological succession to takes place, area should be empty, bare area. But in primary succession, from the beginning, earlier there will be no life, no biotic community, okay, sterile area. So when secondary succession begins, there is empty area, bare area. It has been denuded recently, means it is a fertile area. Earlier there was biotic community existing, life existing, but due to some circumstances, reasons, the area has been made empty or denuded recently. So it is a major difference between the primary succession and secondary succession, and it is important for your examination, theory examination. What is the difference between primary succession and secondary succession, Q2 difference or 3 difference, or how is Zeerarch succession different from Hydrarch succession. Zeerarch succession converts xeric condition into mesic condition. Last class I have told, at end there will be formation of mesic area, mesic condition. So Hydrarch from hydric conditions to mesic condition. So when the Zeerarch succession begins, it will be dry area. So it will lead to the formation of mesic habitat, mesic condition. If it is in a Hydrarch, it is a water body. So it will be converted into a hydric condition, will be converted into mesic condition. So in the next session, in the next class, so you will study in detail about lithosphere as well as the that is the hydrosphere. Thank you.